ever in NBL 1 East history. The Comets and the Bears are going to reignite their rivalry. The Battle of the Bridge, I think they call it. If not, that's what we're going to call it now. And yeah, the Comets women's team we're going to start off with. They're just holding on to a final spot, Garen. So their final 2 games of the season against Albury-Wodonga and then against the Bears are going to be very crucial for them. But let's have a look at how they did last week. On the Friday night, just losing to the Bankstown Bruins, who are very resurgent Bankstown Bruins, knocking on the door of the finals as well. So that's going to be one of those teams that could potentially knock Sydney Comets out of the finals.
Of Shyla Hill and Violet Morrow always like to step up in opportunities like that. But it was a 77-72 loss.
Yeah.
And led the way by Jada Crawshaw, 17 and 14 rebounds on the night. Not to mention Piper Anderson, 18 points, and Kay Roos chipped in 17, as did Panousis with 16. So this Comets team is deep. They're well balanced. They have a good roster. Good guard depth, good depth overall, and they're well coached. So
yeah, and a bit unlucky last week. They only had 2 subs on the bench, so a lot of those starters and young players had to step up, and they did. As you look at the statistics, it was a real back and forth game, though. It was very close the whole time, but Bankstown just pulling away in the 4th quarter. And then on the Saturday, oh boy, it was a bit messy at the Brick Pit.
Busting out the Trojan horse, coming in, attacking. I mean, just all angles. 125-54. Sorry, we had to read out the score, but it is in basketball, and it can happen like that. Hornsby, short-handed roster, and Comets took full advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, Jada Crawshaw, she didn't have a great game on the Friday. She had an incredible game, 29 points and 15 rebounds. Anderson stepped up again, 19 points. Panousis, 21. And even the young guns, Hannah Griffin and Michaela Minshall.
Oh, sharpshooter Hannah Griffin.
Yeah, 16 points as well. She actually beat you in a shootout once here at the Bearcat.
I beat her in the shootout.
Oh, you actually did?
Yeah, well, using a size 6, so in all fairness, I won on the rack using a size 6. But hey, sharpshooter Hannah Griffin, Michaela Minshall, and they were just...
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can really say about that game, but that'd be great for the Comets to really get their momentum going into this crucial last round. But Garen, let's get into the key players for the Sydney Comets. We know they're stacked in their first year in NBL 1 East. Of course, starting with their star, returning from the Asia Cup this week. We're pretty sure she's going to play. Shyla Hill, averaging 25 points, 7 rebounds this season.
Ooh,
I mean, she's almost someone who doesn't really need that much introduction. She, actually, fun fact about her, Garen, she used to play here at Norths. Actually led her under-14s team to the national championship. It's pretty intense. Actually managed to find some footage of that, which will roll.
She played a Waratah League against the Norths when she was with the Sharks.
Yeah, as well. So
with her sisters, so she's played everywhere.
Has a ton of experience, Shyla Hill. Yeah, and of course, was drafted in at WNBA with the 8th pick as well. Played for a lot of WNBL teams, including our favourite Townsville. So yeah, just really leading the way, and just had some great performances this year for the Comets, as has her backcourt partner, Vanessa Panousis. Garen, what do you know about Vanessa Panousis? I mean, just signed a Sydney Flames contract. Yeah.
Top shooter. From watching her last season as well, has a really quick release, can pull up in transition. And if you overcommit or overcontest, can beat you down the lane and can drive in and look for other players on a kick out. So, yeah, it's their guard depth. They haven't been consistent in terms of health and availability.
Yeah, that's
but hopefully they can have a full roster.
And Garen, we were mentioning a little earlier, players been stepping up, the younger players. 2 players we want to highlight, 2 UBL stars, Piper Anderson and Alexandra Kayra, of course, both of them Sydney Comets juniors. So it's great to see them representing their club on a senior level now. Of course, Piper Anderson is so quick, lightning quick, Garen. Just gets up the court in no time whatsoever. And improved 3-point shooter as well. So really stepped up in these last few games with the shorthanded roster. Definitely one to watch for the future. I think she'll be playing NBL 1 for a long time. If not at a high level, potentially Piper Anderson. And Alexandra Kayra, Garen, you actually commentated her in that USyd UTS matchup. What did you notice from Alexandra Kayra?
I did, actually. Wow, good observation. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know things about you.
Alright, well, then again, she's, 3-level scorer, always working on that outside shot, quick release, young, willing to learn, willing to adapt to the new system. In the NBL 1 East, played Youth League last season for Comets, so ton of talent, and this Comets team is young and experienced, good balance. So
yeah, and Kayra was going to be going up against some former teammates and a former coach. Of course, played in that New South Wales team with Carla Pittman and Caitlin Martin. and coached under, I think it was Tom Garlop
Oh, Tom
and
Garlop.
Rachel Higginson as well, were the coaches of that New South Wales team. So friends becoming enemies here at the Bear Cave. And of course, Kay Roos's running mate in the front court. We did mention her a little earlier in her massive performance over the weekends, but it's been Jada Crawshaw. She is an absolute machine. That is why she's going to college next year, heading to Long Beach, along with, I think, Emily Foy. So that's pretty cool. Two Aussies heading to Long Beach. And Jada Crawshaw, just a very versatile power forward. I mean, she's got that size, but man, can she move. I mean, attacking from the perimeter, posting up, getting a ton of rebounds as well. Jada Crawshaw is going to be a star for the future in Australian basketball, and already cheering it up in NBL 1.
Oh, and I'm throwing it to James. James, what do you got for the final tips of the game?
Yeah, well, the key matchups, which we're going to talk about, Kate Seabom and Shyla Hill, or Kate Seabom and Vanessa Panousis, that battle of the guards is going to be so important because you got that two-headed monster. I mean, Panousis and Hill can just light it up. At the same time as well, the combination's been working really well for the Comets this season. So Kate Seabom's going to have her hands full, but if anyone can stop those superstars, it is her. And, of course, whoever's going to stop Jada Crawshaw. Maybe you chuck Sarah Schicker on her, maybe M. Simons. M. Simons, of course, popped off for, I think it was 47 last week. So on the other end, Crawshaw's going to have her hands full with Emily Simons. Garen, Sunday day, it's going to be a great matchup.